Imagine this, you're at the airport, feeling ready for your trip. You breeze through check-in, head to security, and suddenly, bam, you're pulled aside. Why? Not because of liquids, not because of sharp objects, but because of something you thought was harmless, your power bank. Yep, that little lifesaver for your phone could actually get you stopped or worse, kicked off your flight. And in 2025, airlines are cracking down harder than ever. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss important updates that could save you time, money, and headaches at the airport. Here's what you need to know. Any power bank over 160 watt-hours, that's about 32,000 milliamp hours, is strictly banned on all flights. Doesn't matter if it's checked or carry-on, it's not going anywhere. Smaller ones, up to 100 watt-hours, around 20,000 milliamp hours, are totally fine in your carry-on. Between 100 and 160 Wh, you're limited to just 2, and some airlines might still ask for approval. But here's the kicker. Never pack power banks in checked luggage. If one catches fire in the cargo hold, nobody's there to stop it. That's a nightmare waiting to happen. And don't think it's just theory. Back in January 2025, an Air Busan flight had to evacuate after a power bank caught fire on board. And it was one that actually met the legal carry-on limits. Scary, right? That's why airlines are tightening rules across the board, and why you should always double-check your airline's battery policy before flying. And it's not just power banks under fire. In 2025, even your luggage itself might not make it past security, if it's the wrong kind. Let's talk about smart suitcases. You roll into the airport, feeling slick with your brand new smart suitcase. It charges your phone, tracks your location, and even brags about being TSA approved. But here's the twist. At the check-in counter, the agent takes one look at your bag and says, "Sorry, you can't take that on board." What? Yep, your high-tech suitcase could actually get rejected before your trip even starts. And in 2025, airlines are more strict than ever about smart luggage. Here's the rule you can't afford to ignore. If your suitcase has a built-in battery that cannot be removed, it's banned on most airlines in 2025. Why? Because that lithium battery is a fire risk, and if it can't be removed, it's considered dangerous cargo. Doesn't matter if your suitcase is worth $400 or if it's the latest smart tech. If the battery is permanent, it stays behind. Imagine this, you're at the airport all packed up, but your suitcase doesn't pass. What now? You either buy a new bag on the spot or pay extra fees for check-in. Both painful options. The simple solution: make sure your battery is removable before you fly. That one check could save you money, time, and a massive headache. And here's the thing. Smart bags aren't the only surprise waiting for travelers. Even the rules you thought were changing, like the liquid ban, are making a comeback. Let's talk about the infamous 311 liquid rule, and why 2025 hasn't set you free just yet. Imagine this, you're at security, proud of yourself for finally upgrading to a big bottle of your favorite skincare. You slide it into the tray, walk through the scanner, and then, bam! The officer pulls it out, shakes their head, and tosses it straight into the trash. Frustrating, right? Well, here's the kicker. Even though airports promised change in 2024, the 100 milliliters liquid rule is still alive and kicking in 2025. And in some places, it's actually stricter than before. In the UK, some airports briefly relaxed the rule, but now several have rolled it back. London City, Newcastle, Aberdeen, Leeds Bradford, Southend, and Teesside are back to enforcing the 311 limit. Across Europe, the EU planned to ditch the rule with new 3D scanners, but the technology failed security trials. That means, yep, the old 100 milliliters limit still applies everywhere. Translation: no matter what you've heard, you still need your liquids in containers of 100 milliliters or less, packed in a clear, resealable bag. And here's the part travelers hate most. If you forget, you're stuck either dumping your expensive shampoo at security or sprinting back to check your bag. Neither option is fun. Retention hook. And while that's annoying enough, airlines have found an even sneakier way to hit you where it hurts: your wallet. Because in 2025, it's not just about what you pack. It's also about how much space you get to pack it in. And Europe's budget airlines are leading the charge with shrinking carry-on sizes. You've snagged a super cheap €20 ticket on a budget airline. You pack your trusty carry-on, head to the gate, and boom, the airline staff stops you. They drop your bag into that dreaded metal measuring frame, and guess what? It doesn't fit. Suddenly, your cheap flight just got a €60 baggage fee slapped on it. Ouch. And in 2025, this is becoming the new normal across Europe's budget airlines. Airlines like Ryanair, EasyJet, and Wizz Air have shrunk the size of carry-ons you can bring for free. Translation: that suitcase that used to slide by last year might not make the cut this year. If your bag is too big, you've got two choices. Pay extra for a larger carry-on allowance, or check it in for an even higher fee. And these extras add up fast, sometimes costing more than the actual ticket. Travelers are now forced to downsize luggage or pay up, which means those trendy mini suitcases, they're suddenly in high demand. But here's the kicker. While European airlines are squeezing your bag smaller, some North American airlines are going after something else entirely: your wallet, through new carry-on and seat fees. Imagine booking a flight thinking, nice, I saved some money with basic economy. You pack your carry-on, check in online, and head to the airport. But then, bam, you're told your bag isn't free anymore. Worse, you're assigned a middle seat, even though you tried to pick one online. Welcome to Air Canada's 2025 policy shakeup, where budget tickets might end up costing you way more than you expected. Starting January 3rd, 2025, Air Canada's basic economy passengers can only bring one small personal item for free. Think backpack, purse, or laptop bag. Want to bring a standard carry-on suitcase? That's $35 to $65 extra. And it doesn't stop there. Starting January 21st, 2025, you won't even get free seat selection anymore. Seats will be randomly assigned unless you pay extra. Translation: expect the middle seat unless you're willing to fork over more cash. What does this mean for travelers? Budget for baggage fees even on short trips. And brace yourself. Cheap tickets now come with hidden costs that can double the price. Retention hook. And here's the thing, while Air Canada is making you pay for the basics, airport security worldwide is cracking down on items you'd never even think could be banned. And some of them are just plain bizarre. So let's switch gears. From annoying new fees to the strange, surprising, and sometimes hilarious list of everyday items banned from carry-ons. You expect knives, scissors, and maybe even liquids to get flagged at security. But did you know airport staff have confiscated things like snow globes, peanut butter, and even fishing rods? Yep, you heard that right. In 2025, the banned items list is longer and stranger than ever. And some of the things you can't bring will leave you scratching your head. Let's start with snow globes. They look harmless, but because the liquid inside isn't measurable, they're banned from carry-ons. Peanut butter and Nutella? Believe it or not, they count as liquids under the 100 milliliters rule. Same goes for yogurt and soft cheeses. Sporting equipment is another shocker. Baseball bats, golf clubs, fishing rods, all banned. Even though they're not weapons in daily life, they're considered dangerous in tight cabin spaces. And it gets even stranger. In some airports, musical instruments, large candles, and even certain makeup items have been confiscated. Bottom line, if it's bigger, liquid-like, or heavy, it's probably safer to check it in. Retention hook. And here's the twist. While these weird bans are frustrating, the next wave of airport tech is about to change how security works forever. Think AI, facial recognition, and scanners that see everything in your bag. Because the future of air travel security isn't just about banned items. It's about how airports are using next-gen technology to track and screen passengers faster than ever before. Picture this. You walk into an airport, and instead of waiting in endless TSA lines, a scanner reads your bag in seconds, and a camera instantly verifies your face against your passport photo. No boarding pass, no fumbling with IDs, just a quick scan and you're cleared. Sounds like sci-fi, right? Well, in 2025, this tech is already rolling out across major airports, and it's about to change the way we fly forever. Airports are turning to AI-powered scanners that can detect prohibited items without you unpacking laptops or liquids. Translation: no more pulling out that tangled mess of chargers at security. Facial recognition boarding is being introduced at airports in the US, Canada, and Europe. Your face becomes your boarding pass. The benefits? Faster lines, less hassle, and fewer human errors. But there's a controversial side. Privacy advocates worry about surveillance creep. How much of your data is being stored? What happens if the system makes a mistake and flags the wrong person? Retention hook. And here's the kicker. While this tech promises convenience, it's also setting the stage for the next big debate. Are airports becoming too invasive? And where do we draw the line between safety and privacy? Because the future of travel isn't just about tech upgrades, it's also about trust. And the final piece of this puzzle is how passengers themselves will adapt to these changes. So, let's step back for a second. From rising fees on budget airlines to the bizarre list of banned items, and now the rollout of AI-powered airport security, one thing's clear. The way we travel is changing faster than ever. The question isn't if these changes will affect you, it's when. Next time you book a flight, remember, that cheap ticket? It might cost you double once the new baggage and seat fees hit. That innocent peanut butter jar? TSA might see it as a security threat. And that futuristic scanner at the airport? It might just be scanning you sooner than you think. Travel is becoming faster, smarter, but also more expensive and more invasive. So here's my challenge to you. Would you trade privacy for convenience if it meant skipping long airport lines? Or do you think we're giving up too much freedom for the sake of efficiency? Drop your thoughts below. I'll be reading every comment. If you found this video eye-opening, don't just fly away. Hit that like button, subscribe for more breakdowns on the future of travel and defense, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. And trust me, you'll want to stick around because in our next video, we're revealing how new stealth tech is reshaping modern warfare. You don't want to miss it.